Hello, it's Jack, and welcome back to another exciting episode. Come on, got it, 2018. No, it's not dead yet. Anyway, this episode, it's going to be interesting and quite exciting, I think, so don't click away. Don't click away. Are you ready? What's this down here? It's the Wheeler Dealers Garage DLC. So if you want to turn it on, so you load into the garage for the Wheeler Dealers, you click it here, on and off. So without further ado, let's get into the game and see what the Wheelie Dealers garage actually looks like in game. So here we are in the Wheelie Dealers garage. How fantastic is this? Look at it. Uh, so this is the spray booth, obviously. This is the warehouse. Here we have one of the lifters. Remember in 2018, he's a bit noisy when he turns around, isn't he? In 2018 you get 3 lifters as opposed to 2021 you get 2 lifters. Now this area here, you do see it in the, what is it, Dream Car Wheelie Dealers with Mike Brewer and Elvis. You do see this area here. But it's all this area here is corrugated iron. There's no dyno through this door here. There's no door here in this series. You don't see this paint booth at all. I don't think that's there. Warehouse I don't think is there either. So I think the main emphasis and the points have been placed in I guess the main workshop itself, which is here, and it really is pretty close to the original on-screen version. There's been a couple of artistic licenses taken, I think. One is that you only get one lifter, and it is blue. You don't get 2 lifters. You don't get this lifter here. Oh, by the way, this is the DLC for these from Petard Games, which is the 60s cars, I think, American cars, and also the Vans and Campers. If you haven't seen the video on Vans and Campers, or the video about all the DLCs, then I'll link them in the description somewhere, or put them up in the top right hand corner somewhere. But this DLC is actually from Petard Games, not from Red Dot. So there's a whole video on how Petard Games came to get the Wheelie Dealers license and everything else. So go and watch that. It's quite interesting. Anyway, back to this garage. There's a couple of things that are missing, but to be fair, it's really good. There's a moped normally here. There's some cushions on the couch here in the series with the Union Jack on. So they've taken some licenses, artistic licenses, I should say. Things are in different positions, like the oil drain is over there somewhere, and all that good stuff. But the good stuff is, look at that. Isn't that cool? The Elvis sign, and that's actually in the series as well. Mike's Toolbox, or it's not listed as Mike's Toolbox in the series. All this is true to form, really, really good. Even the lights are in the right positions. And then of course you've got Mike Brewer's office, which is pretty cool as well. He's got his computer here, which is the computer you would normally use if you don't have the tablet. This door is generally over the back here. I'm not a nerd or anything, I just like watching Wheelie Dealers. But yeah, it's pretty true to form, and as you see out here, as you come out, just here you've got the horn that Mike uses on occasion. Yes, this game is actually there as well, but it's got the Wheelie Dealers logo on there, I think, which maybe they're not allowed to use. I don't know why, but anyway. Yeah, and all this area is bang on. Where the work is done and stuff. This door is not here, I don't believe, and this door maybe is white. Doesn't matter. It's small details. So as you can see, yeah, it's actually a pretty nicely laid out workshop. In saying that, however, there's some bits and pieces which a little, yeah. Okay, it's a bit of a longer walk now to go to the paint booth than it is to the dyno, but not by much of a stretch. In 2021 you don't suffer from that problem because you don't have to walk there. You just basically move the car there and you move with the car, which is a nice touch in 2021. But there is some little gripes about it, and my overall opinion, which I'll give you shortly. It's not cheap. I think it's about €3 or €4 or something as usual for a DLC. Engine crane outside here, which means you've got to unless you've got the car you're working on here, you've got to traipse outside and get it. This bench and everything. Sorry, this Chesterfield suite looks fantastic, doesn't it? I wonder what that means. O'Connell Street. Don't know. Maybe someone in the comments knows. Wheel balancing bit over here. Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, not too far to walk. Battery charger, oil drain, and then spring puller, obviously. Engine stand, and then the engine lifter, as you saw, crane is outside. And then what do we have? What do we have? This door here will take you to the test path. And incidentally, excuse me, this door you can is a main gate, so you can get out to all the different areas. I know you can't get outside in 2018. This gate is the same, okay? And so is, if I'm not mistaken, the one where the dyno is. So the door at the back there where the dyno is, that is also the main gate. Strangely enough, this one is not functional. This one is not a gate that you can open. But I mean, there's 3 exit points to various, all the other good stuff, junkyards and everything else. And this one, incidentally, takes you to the garage, which I think is actually quite a nice touch, I think. Oops, sorry, I just had to just pause them for a second. Okay, so all that's pretty good. Yeah, wheel changing station here, as we love. So yeah, it's nice. I'm not sure if I prefer it over the other garage, to be fair, and I guess that's because I'm a creature of habit, and I just like the other garage. I just do. And I think if you're to play this with this Wheeler Dealers DLC, then you'd get used to it. But like I said, I think a lot of us virtual mechanics are creatures of habit, and we like to know where things are and get used to where those things are. Yeah, maybe it's just me. I don't know. I've not found any Easter eggs per se, hidden gems or anything. But again, it's extremely well detailed. I'm just wondering if it would have worked maybe better on the 2021 version, because there you can get outside, because they do spend a lot of their time outside in this series talking and chatting about the car, and when the customer comes to buy the car. Anyway, that's it basically. It's fun. Yeah, it's a decent DLC, and if you like Wheelie Dealers and you're a big fan of it like I am, then you can always, I guess, let's pretend I'm working in the garage with Elvis and Mike Brewer if you so wish to do that, which I personally don't, but I mean, obviously in real life it will be fine. But however, it has given me an idea of a challenge to do in 2018, which is to mimic the Dream Car series that Mike and Elvis have, where they go to somebody, they have a dream car, they'll give them the car they've currently got to trade up and fix, basically to get the car of their dreams, and they generally do it within about 4 to 5 deals of other cars, and then they get, like, I don't know, whatever they want, a Porsche or whatever it is. I'm just wondering if you could do that, because the budget is often quite small. Like, they sometimes only start with like £500 or £1,000. I think you could probably do it in as a challenge in this game. So I'm going to have a think about that and see what I can do to make something that's exciting content for you guys to watch. One thing I do want to point out, look, they're big, small detail, but they've even got the UK 3-pronged plugs, which is very, very true to detail, because this workshop is actually based in the UK and not the US. Anyway, that is pretty much it. I don't think there's any more to say about it. Well, I think it's okay. Personal opinion is, yeah, yeah, I like it. It's cheap enough. It's a bit of a gimmick in some ways. I prefer the old garage because I know where everything is. But I'm going to play this for a few games and see if I get used to it, and do I like it and do I want to stick with it or not. Okay, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Nice and short. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoy it. And Jack is out.